In this Surfer AI review, I'm going to delve into the latest release of the Surfer AI platform, which provides done-for-you AI content within a few minutes. Now, when Surfer AI first launched a couple of months ago, it was amidst all these launches of big AI tools like Koala, autoblogging.ai. All of these I've reviewed on my channel so far. Autoblogging.ai is my favorite. But at the time, autoblogging wasn't really, it can do mass pages, but it wasn't doing a perfect page of Surfer optimized content. To do that, what I do and my team does is we use our own prompt generator. So if you go to powerlevermethod.com, just search powerlever method, go to the top where it says GPT Prompt Architect, and there's basically, I can show you on here, there's basically a calculated fields form where you go to your Surfer template and add in your word count, terminology, all the entities, and it will then spit out the perfect ChatGPT prompt that gives you a perfectly optimized article around 80 to 90, and it takes just 10 minutes, sometimes just 7 minutes. However, Surfer's first release of the AI was not too successful. People found it really expensive and very slow. Even Matt Diggity, who's been a big supporter of it and has shares in Surfer, basically had a lot of, not abuse, but a lot of complaints that he'd been promoting this software that his audience didn't feel was worthwhile. So he came out, understandably, very annoyed, saying somehow he's got to make a living, doesn't want to keep putting out perfect YouTube videos forever. So sorry for trying to make a living is basically what he was saying. But in the meantime, Surfer AI has improved. So they've just released to celebrate this. So basically given out a load of free AI credits for people to test, which is what I've got here. So click the link below to get yours and testing it out, and it actually works really, really well. It's a bit slow, a bit hangy, but actually the user experience for that is really good. So it's nice to have all of that within a single platform rather than what I'm doing at the moment, which is having multiple different tabs open with ChatGPT, tidying up the formatting, and there's lots of little inconveniences that having it all in one platform really saves because it's all native to Surfer. So what you get is a perfect Surfer article that you can copy and paste straight into WordPress. Now, in this example, I'm looking to rank, I think we want to rank with AI. I want to rank for SEO for coaches in the US. This is a niche I'm trying to dominate. I've already got my own site there. I'm using a lot of Parasite pages and producing a lot of YouTube content for it. So if you see any of my videos on Parasite SEO, I talk about this quite extensively. And at the moment, I'm focusing on LinkedIn as one of the best parasites in the world. So see my related video on that. Is very interesting what I uncover there. So fundamentally what I'm testing is publishing lots of content on LinkedIn that's fully Surfer optimized and then building links to it through my link building agency. We always build high quality links to make sure that actually moves the needle and actually gets the results. That's how I've had one client go from spending 10K a month on ads and getting no sales to now making 50 grand a month through just a few blog posts and with zero ad spend. So because of this, I need to put out a lot of content that's all kind of samey. So even with my process, it's still getting a bit repetitive, having to constantly churn out these articles all on the same topic. Because with Parasite, you actually want loads of different pages on different websites that all link together. So see my LinkedIn Parasite case study for an example of that. So in this case, I just want to knock out quickly pages all about SEO for coaches. So I'm going to create this for one AI credit. Now, this all looks familiar from the usual Surfer approach. For those of you who don't know, Surfer is a correlational SEO tool, which means it takes your keyword and the location and looks at the top 10 competitors for that keyword. And from that, it's able to work out exactly what you should be doing. So standard agency advice, which I still see a lot of agencies doing, is all 10 years old, where it's write 500 words and use the keyword a few times. If you use a tool like Yoast, where you've got the traffic lights at the bottom, all these tools still recommend fairly small word counts and a preset keyword density. Whereas in reality, the keyword density is different between different niches. Plus, you've got all these related terminology to actually include, because Google's always looking for can't really understand language, but it can understand stuff, entities, nouns. So the example I always give is if you're trying to rank for top business coaches, you better include names like Tony Robbins. Otherwise, Google's going to see that this article is incomplete. It doesn't line up with our existing knowledge base. Right, so SEO for coaches is done. That means Surfer's done the crawl, looked at the competitors, and we can probably see that here. But never mind that. Let's go straight through to complete your article. Now, the best thing about this actually talks about custom knowledge. And intriguingly, you can basically enter in here your own insights so that that informs the AI. The interesting thing about this is there's no word limit. So what I've been doing with this is just going to my website, copying large blocks of text. So a bit of my bio, bit of my sort of sales copy. And I just dump that in there. Article type blog post. We do product roundabout or single product review. This is a blog post. Tone of voice. So I'm going to go with auto cert based. Again, you want to match what's already there and working. Not bothered about AI detection. Nothing can really detect AI at the moment. Plus, we're putting it through a second layer of optimization through Surfer. So it's not like raw ChatGPT content. That's why I'm always telling people, don't use raw ChatGPT content. Use my prompt architect from my website and craft your content with Surfer. So it's ChatGPT writing it, but you're given ChatGPT so many requirements and parameters that what it ultimately comes out with is actually going to be very different from plain ChatGPT content. So these are the competitors we're trying to match. They've got high content scores, low authority scores, so it should be easy to rank. They're only ranking because of their good content. So let's try and emulate that good content. And that's my own guest post on Outlook India. That's my Parasite page. So we'll actually want to link to that. So now we create outline. Now I find it really interesting here. You actually get messages from Surfer that are tailored to your keyword. We're putting our brains to work so your website doesn't have to. I think that's tailored to SEO for coaches. Oh, this is quite generic. When I tried this before, it was giving me really quite tailored responses. Okay, well, I'm talking about SEO, so I don't know if this is just standard Surfer stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are tailored because I was generating a template on marketing for coaches, and it was giving me things like the origin of the word coaches. So that's something to do while this is processing. It does take a bit of a while, so I'll just pause this for now. No, I won't pause it. You want to review, you're going to see how long this actually takes. If you get bored, just skip ahead. Now, if we're looking at this content score, the average is 83, the top is 89, so we do want to be within those realms. Now, it does feel like this is taking a while, but at the same time, I'm very aware that my own process with my prompt architect plus ChatGPT, I'm constantly doing stuff. So it still takes 7 to 10 minutes. And I always think it's funny when driving that some people will go 3 sides around a square and probably take the same amount of time as just sticking in the traffic. But you're moving, so it feels like it's quicker. And so I think that's what's going on here. In reality, it's taken less than 7 minutes to get this outline. So you can check over this outline. So I'm all good with that. Let's write. So now we wait again. So there is a lot of hanging around, but remember that hanging around is saving you from doing a load of stuff. So, and we can enjoy more of these random comments. So again, Surf has made a lot of improvements to the overall offer in terms of Surf AI and the pricing. So see the link below to get that benefit. When Surf first came out, it was still only something like $20, $30 an article, something like that. Now, a year ago, we were all paying writers far more than that to produce our articles. So the backlash wasn't really warranted. At the same time, yeah, it's understandable that people are getting used to basically free content with ChatGPT, autoblogging AI, these tools that make content writing really quick and really cheap. But now having dropped the price, I think the real fit for Surface products are actually more like big enterprises, agencies. Don't forget there's still agencies out there selling to corporates where they can be charging hundreds of dollars per article. So if they take out a few of the steps to actually produce that article, then they don't mind spending $20 an article or something like that. It's also just nice, like I say, having it all in one place. My ChatGPT process, I've got a video on that, but it is very clunky. You're switching between tabs all the time, constantly prompting ChatGPT to keep writing, because you want 3,000 words, and ChatGPT is only going to give you a fraction of that. So it normally takes about 4 prompts, basically just saying keep writing every time to actually get that full article. And sometimes it gets confused and just doesn't do it properly in the first place. Then you have to go through and take out all the formatting. We're already seeing case studies coming up of all these websites being published where people have included the things from ChatGPT. So if you search as an AI language model, in quotes, then you'll find all these pages where people have just dumped ChatGPT content without actually reading it. Here we go. So top results are all people talking about as an AI language model and what footprint it leaves. But if we look down to Google Scholar and look up as an AI language model, that's a perfect example. But if we come down here, obsolete as an AI language model, I cannot have personal opinion. However, here are 4 possible blog post titles. So this has gone completely wrong. So using a tool like Surfer SEO is one way to avoid these kinds of mistakes when you're trying to scale your content. So it's still taking quite a while. We're up to now 11 minutes of the video. But do remember, I do highly recommend tools like autoblogging.ai, but they are imperfect. Remember that once that content starts ranking, do go back and actually improve it using Surfer. Not only will you get the benefit of having a more optimized page, but also Google's got teams around the world called search quality raters, where once a site gets traffic, they'll manually go in and basically go through that website with a checklist. And if they don't like it, it's going to get deranked. So by using Surfer, you can tune up your content, really make it good, so that you turn your basic AI content and then make that really good human readable, so that anyone who does visit your site is impressed and you don't get penalized. But the main benefit of doing AI content en masse is you can just test out loads of keywords at once. You don't really know what your website is going to rank for. So if you do 500 pages, you can then work out the winners and focus on improving and monetizing those. I am getting really quite bored now, but I was very impressed when I last used this tool, so it was worth the wait that time. Hopefully it's worth the wait this time. And I'm getting a bit bored of the comments now. So how else to pass the time? If you Google power lever method, then you can get the first 3 chapters of my book for free. You can sign up for a free power lever audit where I'll go through your website, work out everything that's holding you back if you're a successful applicant. I do every audit myself personally, so places are very limited. So I might as well go and do that now while this is still loading. Keep the volume on. I'll let you know when it is back. It's customary that as a YouTuber, I should say don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, comments, put them in the comments below. I do still check them, still manually reply to those. What other fluff am I meant to put at the end of a video? Now I'm really playing for time. But I'm not going to pause it because I really do want you to get the real impact of how long this takes. Okay, let's have a laugh. While we're still waiting, go to the comments below and put still waiting. Let's see how many people have actually got this far and respond to that. I was hoping to get up and go to the gym early this morning. I've got a mastermind call that I'm presenting later on how to make your book a bestseller on Amazon, like I did with the power lever method. So the plan was go to the gym, well, get out of bed for a start, go to the gym, do all my admin, get back here, ready for that mastermind. But it's now 11:15. The day is rapidly running away. Pretty sure it didn't take this long last time, but I was watching Billions at the same time, so I was slightly distracted. This content score better be good. When I tried it before, I got 86 immediately once this was done. If it's not done that this time, then we're all wasting time. Let's see. WhatsApp is going mad. We're taking a website to the SEO gym. Yes, but I want to get to the actual gym. Don't forget that it doesn't matter how good your content is, it's still not going to rank well if you don't have links. So in my link building agency, we actually reject 90% of links that we could potentially build. We're emailing hundreds of sites every week. And of those that get back to us, every one of them goes through a 20-step screening process. That's basically to make sure you get ROI. It's first of all a spam measure, as in, are these legitimate websites? Are they going to benefit your website? And we need to watch out for any links that are going to damage or penalize your website. So we're very careful. We do a minimum DR of 30, minimum traffic of 1,000, and then we go through and check, are the backlinks actually real for that site, or have they inflated their metrics? Is the traffic real from decent keywords in countries local to your business, and not just OnlyFans in India, those sorts of queries that get massive volume but no real value, at least to your business. And then we optimize the anchor text. So you want the anchor text to be very varied. You don't just want your keyword every time, but you don't just want your brand name every time either, because you do want to try and optimize for that keyword. And we sell these as a simple monthly subscription. So you get the links, there's no minimum commitment. Most agencies will lock you into a 12, 18-month contract, whereas what we do is we give you the links as a subscription. You can cancel anytime. And as part of that, we include keyword research, content, and consulting all for free. And that's because it's in our interest to make sure you scale with us. So if you're something with your website holding you back, it is in our interest to make sure we go in and fix that for you, or at least tell you how to fix it. Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to grow. And we only want to take on partners who we know are going to grow with us. But step one, you want the right content for the right audience. Still playing for time. Hopefully we'll be there in a minute. Starting to think this might actually be hanging, but I don't think I can just refresh this. Maybe I will edit out some of the waiting. Aha! Yes! 98! How to make an SEO happy and excited. SEO for Coaches Ultimate Guide to Transform Your Coaching Business in 2023. 98. This is better than the article I wrote using ChatGPT, but very much manually assisted for my guest post. So the Outlook India post is 87, whereas this is 98. That's absolutely huge. So that is really impressive. So well done, Surfer. Yes, it took a while, but I struggled to get that content score using other methods. So the robot has already done it for me. You can see content quality really good. What about the calls to action? Where does it talk about me? Because I want this to be quite PR style. It doesn't look like it's done it. Does it mention the power lever method? No. Okay, so a bit of a negative feedback there. So I gave it all that information from my sales page, hoping it was going to weave in more details about me, my offer, and it has done that before. But clearly, the prompt engineering behind Surfer has just gone for the best damn SEO score out there. So more calls to action. It looks like you might actually have to do that manually. But honestly, 98, really hard to beat. If we look at the average for my competitors, 87, 82, 80, so high, but not that high. Most niches around 60 to 70 is quite standard. So I'm really excited here. I was going to put this on a LinkedIn article, like I say, or a Parasite page, but I'm kind of actually tempted to keep it for my own website. So the question now is, how repeatable is that? I want 10 articles like this because I want to link them all together on different websites. So if I put it all through again, do I still get the 98 score? We'll have a go. So don't forget to subscribe. I will report back on how these experiments are going. But for now, click below, get your access to Surfer AI.